Hello guys, my name is EricVan, Yuka is hot, and welcome back to Corpse Party Book of Shadows. So in this episode we're going to be starting chapter 6, which is Mire, which let's just give it a whirl. I hear this chapter features Kizami and Yuka. There we go, there's Yuka gasping and coughing and whining as usual, probably. Although maybe she has a real reason to whine and cough this time. I hope she's not shivering and shuddering because she has to pee, because if she has to pee, then no, I don't accept it. Please don't tell me you have to pee again. They're in the science room, the lab. Remember, Kizami is in this lab. This is where he takes Yuka, doesn't he, in the original? Tries to, like, capture and take her here. The first thing I saw when I opened my eyes, because one of the bad endings is he takes her here, isn't it? That must be a bad ending. Was the ceiling of a dark, gloomy room with flickering, uncovered light bulbs. The random bursts of light they shone were so dim that they only just barely lit up the wood grain on ceiling enough to see patterns in it. The back of my head hurt in the same way it would if someone had just pulled my hair really hard. I couldn't do anything about it though, so I just frowned and waited for it to subside. If you woke up here, why would you do that? You know, like if something bad had happened to you, she's like, oh, I'm just gonna wait for this pain to subside a little bit before I make my escape. Although then again, she might have just woken up here. Like, this is where her story begins, right? I wondered if I'd hit my head somewhere. Well, you can't remember. I suddenly realized that my feet weren't touching the ground, and there was a cold sensation all along my back. I must have been lying down on a hard surface. I tried to move, but both my arms and both my legs had gone to sleep, and they wouldn't budge. Ooh, that's like sleep paralysis. Sleep paralysis is a deadly thing. I just have to keep lying here until they woke up. I gave up on moving and instead just stared up at the gloomy ceiling ahead. You know what? I bet the wood grain here looks so creepy, like there's a bunch of little creepy patterns in it. Because come on, if you were going to make a creepy place like Heavenly Host, why wouldn't you just go balls to the wall and make it the creepiest little thing you've ever made in your entire life? I knew it wasn't actually a person, but it really did look like one. And he was glaring down at me with a hateful expression. It was creepy! Oh, Yuka's voice is so cute. Oh, that was it. It looked like the Scream. That Munch painting we studied in class. Except this face was screaming in anger. He hated me. Well, that's a terrible time to have your limbs fall asleep then, isn't it? I like it how that's the thing that scares you. There's so much creepy shit here. If only Big Brother were here with me. The big brother that I love and I want to get in his pants and it's really creepy. Well, whatever, it's... I don't understand incest, but maybe if you truly love the person, you truly love the person. Who am I to say what's right and wrong? If you want to... I'm not even going to say it. She's so young, so I'd feel so bad saying it. She's like in the 8th grade or something. She's in junior high school. Or middle school. He'd just pat my head and laugh and tell me how silly I was being. Probably. She's like, oh my god, I'm bleeding. You're just being silly, Yuka. Oh my god, my arm got cut off. You're just being silly. That's totally what he would say to her. I was still a little disoriented, but I turned and twisted my head as best as I could to manage to see if I could find him anywhere nearby. Why was I sleeping in a place like this anyway? And why wasn't Big Brother at my side like he always was? Yuka, if you really want him, you can't be so clingy, okay? Okay, so this is immediately after she got transported. She hasn't been taken by Kizami yet. Why were we in this school to begin with? Maybe the charm failed and this was our punishment. Maybe I was the one who messed it up. I probably shouldn't even have been there. Oh, she's having a bunch of self-doubt. And if I hadn't asked him to help me try to find a bathroom, we wouldn't be separated right now. Oh, never. Sorry, I don't know why that clicked. I read the other one before in the passage, so this is after they get separated in chapter 3. I should have just held his hand and not let go. I could have lasted a little longer without peeing. Then we'd still be together. Oh, Kizami might have gotten her. But when I went inside, Kizami was there, wasn't he? Yeah, I remember that. That's straight out of the original corpse. But you know what? This is like a whole time loop thing, and I wonder if Satoshi was like, Yuka, we shouldn't like try to look for a bathroom because, you know, you're gonna get whisked away like you did last time. Who knows? He should have just been more forceful. Like, pee on the floor. He should have just taken her and like pressed her stomach. Been like, you know what I'm gonna do? And squished the bladder so it just like came out. That's taking matters into your own hands. It was Kizami! Yeah, that's Kizami, boy who got separated from his little sister. Yuya Kizami. That's right, he took you here, Yuka. Uh-oh. Oh, those were the sound of rope. She must be strapped up. I knew it. She was captured. I then realized that I couldn't see my arms. Where were they? Why weren't they at my sides? They were still numb too, so I couldn't feel where they were either, but I tried my best to move them anyway. Yeah, it does sound like a rope. That's what game rope sounds like, okay? Game rope always sounds like it's tightening. Even though real rope doesn't really sound like that. But it's game rope. Game and anime rope. I thought maybe the reason I couldn't feel my arms or legs and couldn't move is because I was tied up really tight and it was cutting off my circulation. Probably. That's gonna suck when she finally gets her circulation back. With some effort, I was finally able to move my fingertips. I started feeling everything I could. Grateful even for this little bit of reassurance. What? Is it your guts spilling out? Oh, is she gonna pee? The rope around my wrist had been tied up tight and looped many times over, and with the circulation trickling back into my hands, it was really painful. Oh, that's what she's feeling. Yeah, that does hurt. My legs have been falling asleep a lot recently. I don't know why. Maybe my circulation is bad. I don't know. I've been exercising, but it is. And it sucks when that happens because I can't stand up. I was so scared. It felt like I'd forgotten how to breathe. Uh-oh. The footsteps were echoing out in the hallway. They stopped right in front of this room. Dun, dun, dun! Oh, you wish, Yuka! I wriggled in place and screamed as loud as I could. I didn't even care about the old splintery rope cutting into my wrists and ankles anymore. Oh, Yuka. If only you knew what was coming through that door. It's been too long since I've heard your voice, Kizami. Kizami, you're so creepy. She's tied up. There's no reason to be like that, you know? Just be creepy and don't try to act like you're nice. Oh my god. There she is tied up. Book of Shadows, episode number 6, Mire. I was wondering, I was like, are they actually going to show like a camel toe on there? That was going to be really gross. No, don't look at that. I guess that's how she would be tied up if she was lying down, okay? I just wouldn't put it past the fan service to show some camel toe from a junior high school student. That's all I'm saying. I wouldn't put it past the developers. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, I'm good. I'm just tied up. And you did this to me. Why are you being nice? He was looking at me with a caring, sympathetic smile on his face. He seemed to be really concerned about me. Yeah, he's playing mind games. He's really good at the mind games. Kind of like I am. Look at this. Hey, Yuka, I tied you up. I was the one who did it. No, I wasn't. Yes, I was. No, I wasn't. Yes, I was. Ha ha ha. See, I'm really good too. My dear little sister. Wow. You're my new little sister. It's because he always wanted one. Ah. Well, Kizami, she would have stayed with you if you just kept on asking, being nice to her. And then you could have just, like, killed her when she least expected it or something and, like, tortured her to death. But instead, you just tied her up. But then again, he wants to see her fear. I remember that in the first game. He's like, I want to see her fear.
どうして？君こそ僕の妹なのになぜわからないんだ？
Yeah. I like crazy people. I like Morishige and I like Kizami. I like the crazies. Although they're the ones that I like because they're crazy. Although my favorite actual character is Yoshiki. Sorry. Well, Yoshiki and Seiko.
Yuka はまだ小さいからわからないのかもしれないね。大丈夫。これからお兄ちゃんが教えてあげるよ。
Then again, Kizami's like just creepy for the sake of being creepy, but Morishige was like, he had that whole split personality thing going on when he was darkening, so I thought that was a little more interesting, because Kizami just already was creepy. This is like him. And it's like, this place can't darken Kizami, because he's already like darkened himself in real life.
僕たち兄弟はこれから分かり合う。
We'll reach an understanding. I'm gonna see your guts, because I've always wanted to see your insides, and we'll get to know each other really well. And that burp just came out, holy shit. His eyes looked like they were staring far off into the distance, like he was in a trance. Where are you, Oni-chan? Why was he doing this? Why did he tie me up? And why did he look so happy about it? I'm trying to sound like Yuka. I didn't get any of it. Every hair on my body was standing on end. I was terrified. Is there? Yeah, just wiggle some more and bite the ropes. Just extend your neck. The corners of my eyes were on fire. I couldn't stop myself from crying. Tears were flowing down my face like a waterfall. Yuka, stop it. The more you cry, the more Kizami's gonna get off on this, okay? Kizami smiled, then reached out and touched my cheek. His hand was ice cold. It was like there was no blood flowing through it at all, like the hand of a dead person. See, I don't think Sachiko likes Kizami very much. You know, I guess she does make him come back as like the anatomical model or whatever, but I just don't think she like... Maybe she does like him, but I think she's more interested in Morishige, because Morishige, he's more artistic about it, I guess.
So,
Kizami's just nuts.
君のすべてをかけていい声で泣いてくれるよね。
Cry for me, cry. Cry for me, cry for me. Cry for me, cry. Someone should make like a DJ mix of that. He slowly and hesitantly shook his hand off my cheek, then began walking around me toward my feet. Then he gently grabbed my skirt with one hand and drew a knife from his breast pocket with the... Oh.
It's show time!
He's like, I learned that in English class. So I really wanted to say that. I've always been waiting for a moment to say that, and now I can. Don't cry, Yuka. Everything's gonna be okay. All he's got is a knife and you're tied up. I mean, what could go wrong?
僕が求めていたのはその声、その顔だ。恐怖と絶望が頂点に達したとき、魂は最高の輝きを放つ。
That's good. I want to see your soul shine, Kizami. Can I bring you close to death? I wonder if someone ever did this to him when he was younger. Like his parents did it to him and that's what made him crazy. But his older sister seemed pretty normal when we saw her in the original Corpse Party, the little flashback. So, Yuka, you should just don't cry and just like try to force yourself to be normal so Kizami gets bored with you.
Yuka-chan? Yuka-chan ならもっと輝けるはずなんだ。大丈夫。お兄ちゃんが手伝ってあげるよ。
See, he's not a bad guy. He's just trying to reveal her light by mutilating her. Kizami, you're a champ.
鮮血にまみれ、痛みにもがき。
苦しむ姿は今よりもっと綺麗に違いない。
Holy shit, he sounded like a snake there. He's like he was hissing in the middle of saying that. Whimper butter.
どうしたんだい、ユカ。休んじゃダメだよ。
It's weird. This seems like something that would happen at the end of a chapter. But it's like happening at the beginning. The end of all these chapters usually are like person gets caught, person dies. Well, I mean, chapter 1, 2, and 4. Chapter 3 was different, and chapter 5 didn't end like that.
さあ、お兄ちゃんって呼んでごらん。
Yuka, don't do it. Don't give him the satisfaction. No. Ah. But she's really calling for Satoshi.
何を言っているんだい、ユカ。お兄ちゃんはほら、君の目の前にいるじゃない。
Yeah, she's asking you to save her, maybe. Think of that, Kizami. You have a responsibility as a big brother. She's totally not, but you know. My big brother is the one I love, the one I want to cuddle. And when we cuddle, he'll get an awkward boner and be like, "What's that?" And I'll be like, "You love me." The panic and fear just kept getting more overpowering. I think I was hyperventilating. But Kizami showed no mercy. Instead, he reached out and grabbed my neck. Oh, you just pissed off Kizami. Oh, shit. What a thin neck you have, Yuka. All the more to headbang with, my dear. So soft and supple. Ooh.
なんて戦場的な作りをしているんだ。君の数字は。
There are no coincidences in life. Maybe it really was made for your hand. That's seriously, that pickup line actually works for girls. I just touch them on the small of their back and I go, "It's like it was meant for my hand." And they're like, "Oh, really? What a coincidence. That's great. Let's make out." And I'm like, "Yeah, bajing."
苦しいかい？苦しいよね。
Whimper can't talk.
ユカが悪いんだよ。僕以外のお兄ちゃんは。
With that, he let go of my neck, but then hastily pulled the knife in his hands right up to my face. He made sure I could see every inch of it clearly and just held it there, slowly turning it for what felt like an eternity.
ちゃんと見えてるかな、ユカ。
Ooh, that sucks. I hate looking at pointy objects that are close to my face. Like, even a pencil that's close to my face really irks me. The knife was stained with red splatter marks. No, not even red, just dark. It wasn't a color I knew well, but there was only one thing it could have been. A murder weapon! Oh, she's talking about the thing that's on the knife. Yeah, well, he has killed Kurosaki at this point, I think. And on cue, there we are. And that's why Kurosaki went missing in Chapter 5. Kizami found him. Is this just gonna be one long scene of, like, him emotionally tormenting Yuka? I was shivering so hard I could feel my stomach vibrating. A chill ran through every part of me as if I were so afraid that it had actually lowered my body temperature. The chattering coming from inside my mouth was getting louder and louder, to such an extent that even I was getting distracted by it. Ah, what? Are you gonna strip her, Kizami? That's a little weird. I knew it was gonna come at some point. Although he did cut her open because he wants to flay her. He's not really interested in her other parts, if you know what I mean. Kizami suddenly tore my uniform, exposing my stomach. And a little bit of your panties, because, I mean... What would this scene be without a little bit of panty action? What would this scene be without a little panty action, guys? I mean, come on. He laid the knife blade flat across my belly button, and the sudden sensation of cold metal against my skin sent even more shivers up and down my spine. Oops, I totally missed that. Something about if it hurts, blah 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 blah. Maybe we should go check out what it said. He laid the knife flat across my belly button, and the sudden sensation of cold metal against my skin sent even more shivers down my spine. Haha, if it hurts, feel free to scream. Feel free to scream, that's what he said. Nothing to be ashamed of. Maybe you could scream so loud, you could just, like, blow the knife out of his hand, like Banshee in X-Men. You can be like, ah! Try it. It's worth a try. No, don't sputter and whimper. You gotta scream really loud, like, ah! My thoughts exactly, Kizami. Great minds think alike. My throat was completely dry. I actually wanted to cry for help, but the walls of my air pipes were sticking together. Breathing was hard enough. Yuka, is that the best you got? Come on! That's what I want to wake up to every morning. Him saying my name like that. EricVanWilderman. Come on, scream! Now it's time for the main event. I haven't seen him look like that before. Let's listen. Ah, he could have done it crazier. I give that laugh a 6 out of 10. You could have been crazier. Yeah, we've heard it before, save me. Fear had taken over, I couldn't hold myself back. I knew it wouldn't go over well, and I knew it would hurt, but I forced myself to cry out. Okay, and who are we playing as now? Whenever it switches like that, it's like we switch points of view. Are we Kizami now? She's a tough one. No, of course not. Why would she say you're gonna kill her anyways, so why would she even agree to any of that? Oh, I wonder if Kizami's gonna get taken now by like Sachiko or Yoshikazu. Oh, out it goes. That's right. Ha! Eat that. That's our final tactic, is trying to pee on him. Ha 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 ha, Kizami. The final attack. That's my limit break. Xiao! 99, 99, 99! Whoa! My adorable little sister. I'm gonna make you feel real good. That's the most perverted thing you've said the whole time.
そんな哀れな姿で泣かなくていい。哀れ。今俺はこの子を見て哀れと言ったか。
Why? Why is so weird about that, Kizami?
なぜ哀れと思った。
Wow, oh my god, he has, like, normal human emotions? No, I can't believe it. That's weird.
何なんだ。
Yeah, what has happened to you? That's weird.
かわいそう。
What? Kizami, no, you should be crazy.
俺にもそんな感情が。
No, they're not useless. They're good. You should appreciate them. Learn to accept them. Learn to love them. And there's some hope for you yet. Before you do anything, you're gonna oh, you already killed Kurosaki. Shit.
俺にもまだそんな感情が生まれる未来が。
They're well.
されているというのか。
Yeah, I've gone a little far already. But you can still reverse yourself and try to make amends.
他の奴らとは違う。この俺にも。
ですからあの子がそんなことするはずがありません。
So we're back in the past. And the principal's like, your son is a freak. Kizami's mom.
本人はゆうやくんは相手の子を傷つけようと思って
Ooh, already wanting to harm other children. Holy crap, Kizami.
わざとやったとおっしゃるんですか？
Of course, mothers always want to think their children are little innocent little angels. I have had some bad eggs in class, and yet the mothers are like, oh, my child would never do that. He's a little angel. No, your child sucks. Well, sorry, I guess that's a little mean. Holy shit.
私たちが駆けつけた時、彼は血だらけになった自分の手を見て笑っていました。
Well, yeah, that's a little much. He didn't feel any remorse. He was laughing.
とにかくこちらではもう対応しかねます。
He's
お
gone.
引き取りください。
Bye bye.
待ってください。
Don't let the door hit him in the ass on the way out. He's gonna have to go to a special school now.
なんだ、あいつの目潰れなかったのか。
Oh, Kizami. You're weird.
俺は幼い頃から命に思いやりを持ったり他人の心を感じたりする方法がわからなかった。
I wonder if he respects his own life, though. You know, like, he doesn't respect others' lives, but I wonder if he'd actually be scared if his life was in danger.
次第に親たちはあくまでも見るような目で俺を疎んじるようになり。
Well, of course, I mean, you kind of are. If you live in a world and you have no remorse for human life, I mean, you're the closest thing to a devil that there'd be. I mean, if you don't like life, you pretty much have no disregard for it. He doesn't really, like, hate life. He just doesn't give a shit if things die, and he gets interested.
兄と姉ばかりに愛情を注ぎ始めた。成績優秀で人格者の
Well, yeah.
兄と姉ばかり。
They should have put some extra effort on you because your brother and sister were already pretty good, and you needed more of the focus.
さすが周りが揃って認める人格者は違うと思ったよ。親でさえ諦めた俺を兄と姉だけは接し続けていたんだ。
Yeah, but the sister and brother probably really look down on you because you're creepy.
特に兄貴はその吐き気がするほどの優等生ぶりを振りかざし、熱心に俺をいい弟にしようとした。
Well, whatever, and I bet he's successful in your Kizami. Eh.
あいつは兄の立場を利用して俺に命令し、俺
Good.
にしつこくつきまとった。
Left alone, you would have ended up killing a bunch of animals, and maybe even people.
そうだ。小学生の頃、俺は一度だけ
Well, that's
本
good.
気で兄に
He just wanted what was best for you, and you fought back. Good. Kizami, you're just more of an asshole than I thought you were.
なんてことしてるんだ。ヒューヤ、何を燃やしたんだ。
何って動物だよ。ああ、匂うから怒ってんのか。しょうがないじゃん。今殺したばかりでまだ血が残って。
Well, you know what? Someone should have just killed Kizami earlier. Like, the brother should have been like, oops, and pushed him over a bridge or something to prevent all these crazy deaths from happening. Good, yeah, Kizami's getting beat down. I honestly had no idea why it struck me, but this was the first time I'd ever been on the receiving end of violence, and I was pissed. So he does care about himself. I tried to jump him, but he was just too big. I didn't stand a chance.
どうして命を大切にしない？どうしてこんなことを殺すなんて。なぜこんなことするんだ、ユウヤ。
うるせえ。俺が拾ってきたんだ。切り殺そうが何しようが俺の勝手だろ。
Finders keepers, I'm gonna kill it. I found your pet on the road, I'm gonna kill it. Yeah, Kizami, that just makes a whole lot of sense, you stupid idiot. I couldn't believe the asshole actually threw a punch at me. I was determined to hit him back. I wasn't going to give up until I succeeded. Unfortunately, his size really was an insurmountable obstacle for me, and my attempt to fight back was cut short by another, much harder blow to the same cheek. That was twice now. I was so going to make him pay. I wouldn't be sleeping under the same roof as Kizami after that happened. I swore I'd injure him. My punch was going to connect. If I couldn't hit him in the head, any other part of his body would do just as well. Oh! Oh my god, did he like kick him in the nuts?
そういう問題じゃないだろう。成長しろ、ユウヤ。本当に頭の悪い男でなければ、いずれ理解できるはずだ。今ある体格差や年の差はすぐに何の意味もなくなる。大事なのは心の成長なんだ。
Smart guy, Koki, because Kizami grows up to be a pretty big guy.
他人の痛みがわかる人間になってくれ。
I could have sworn I saw tears welling up in his eyes. The hell was that about? He just beat me up and here he was looking sad. See, Kizami just has no empathy. He can't sense what other people are feeling, nor does he care, though. Everyone's different, Kizami, but you're a lot different.
お前は俺の弟だ。ずっとお前は俺の弟。
Nothing can ever change that. Sorry, I clicked that too quick. Ugh, I can still remember what a disgustingly sentimental look he was giving me when he said that. I wonder if he had the same problem Koki had, don't disregard for life, but he like learned as well, you know? Who knows?
死ねよ。死ね死ね死ね。兄貴なんか殺してやる。何すんだよ。ユウヤ、やめなさい。
There's the older sister.
話せ。話せよ。待てよ、バカに。
いいか。大事なのは心の成長だ。胸に刻み込んでおけ。
偽善者が。
Ah.
思いっきりぶん殴りやがって。
I wonder if Kizami's actually gonna feel sorry for Yuka and like stop what he's doing, but then Sachiko's gonna like kill them both or something. That would be interesting. I hope that happens.
大丈夫？頭打たなかった？ほっとけよ。今はまだわからなくても、きっとあんたが大人に。俺のことを理解できないのは姉貴たちの方だ。
But they're trying to help you.
なんで俺が一番下なんだよ。下の兄弟が欲しい。俺ならもっと理解して、絶対に可愛がってやるのに。
Kizami. But yeah, he like wants that, so he wanted a sister, and so he's doing this to Yuka. But like, what the hell are you doing to Yuka? You're not loving the hell out of her. You're like, you want to see her shine brightly before she dies. Is that like, does he actually think that's true love? Because he might, and then in his case, he's even more twisted than I thought. I don't think so. Oh. Push him in the water. Or the side of the road, whatever that is. Looks like water. My sister grabbed me by both of my shoulders and looked me right in the eyes when she said this. But I didn't care about a word she was saying, I just pushed her away.
俺のことを分かったふりをするな。この嘘つき女。
ゆうや、嘘って。
Well, why isn't he in a mental hospital? Okay.
俺は誰も信じない。
He should be in a big padded room.
誰にも負けない。俺に嘘をつくやつは許さない。絶対だ。
Yeah, oh god, he snapped back. He remembered this memory and he's like, never mind, yeah. And he went all crazy, superpower style, and changed his colors.
そうだった。この頃からだ。人間の本当の気持ちを。そう。正直な反応を見るにはどうすべきか考えるようになったのは。
So he does this to get real reactions out of people, so he can try to understand them? Because he doesn't normally? Huh?
周りの連中を理解できない俺のことを理解してくれる者などいない。処世術を得た俺は目立たず毎日を過ごすため常にそういう自分を演じる。
Plays the part of a loner and everyone's like, oh my god, he's so cool because he's a loner, but he's really just creepy.
つまらない話に興味を持ったかのように笑い、同情したふりを装い、傷ついた顔を作ってやった。偽りの仮面に気づかず、笑顔で言い寄ってくるクラスメイトたち。奴らは全部。
He thinks everyone's lying, but they're not. They're actually genuinely... A lot of... Well, I mean, there's gonna be some that are lying, but, you know, there's a lot of genuine people that you know. It's just you can't understand them. And so you think they're lying. Why do you think so poorly of people?
本質も見えていないくせに、上辺だけで人を分かったようなふりをする。
You better be careful, Kizami, because if they knew your inside true nature, they'd judge you even harsher.
俺の簡単な演技に騙される。頭の軽くて愚かな。
Good.
蔑視すべき存在。
Someone's got to put him in a mental hospital, a big padded room. Someone should have a long time ago.
同じだ。俺に嘘をつく。許されざる存在。
So you want to kill them all in heavenly hosts. Good. Now you have a place to kill them. And so you're gonna do it. You're gonna want... Ah!
したいと思っていたんだ。
Kizami just jump scared me. What an asshole.
他人を本当に理解することができる方
Oh, that's
法。
good.
理解させる方
Oh my god, is he really gonna take them into heavenly hosts? Is that like what happened?
気づかなかったろ。俺はずっとお前らを殺したいと
I wonder if he did like research to get them all here.
死に際に立つ人間は正直だ。動物どもと同じ。みんな正面からこちらに向き合って。
Well, a lot of them probably just scream and whimper, you know, like Yuka's doing.
一部を除いては。
With the rare exception of what? Of Yuka? Yuka's the exception, she's just whimpering and crying.
いい返事。それでいいんだ。もっと見せてみろよ。お前の裸の感情を。そうだ。
Mitsuki?
ためなんかに。
Well, this is Mitsuki's end.
悲鳴も命乞いも噛み殺して絶命した奴がいたんだった。なんだそりゃ。抵抗のつもりか？
She did a pretty damn good job. And there we go. That's the scene from... No, this isn't the same CG image. This is a different CG image, I think. No, it is the same one from the original corpse party when we find her corpse.
この時のなんと満たされなかった。
Good! Mitsuki, I'm so proud of you. You made his kill unsatisfying. Fantastic.
幸せ。この空間に来て俺でも少しは変われるのかと。だが人を殺めた後ですら俺に人間らしい感情は湧かなかった。
ゆうや、命は平等なんだ。ちゃんと覚えてよ。
Uh-oh, Koki. If you said that to him, all life is equal, but he hates all life, then he hates everything. Maybe you taught him bad things then. See, there we go. Yeah, it sure is. It sure is. It's all stupid and worthless.
殺す時は同じだった。 つも虫けらも。
でもまあ殺す感触は同じでもさすがに人を殺めてしまった罪はもう引き返せないか。後悔はなかったがもう自分には欲しい未来すら浮かばなかった。なんだ今俺は誰かを。
Oh god, he's breaking down. His mind is snapping. I wonder if he's gonna die of a heart attack or something. God, I care for someone. What's this? And he just can't handle it. He's like, ah! That would be entertaining. I want to see that happen. Wait, did he feel pity for her before he took her away then?
そうこの感覚だ。この俺が相手を憐れんでいる。
Cause she's so cute and innocent. That's why.
そんなに震えて大丈夫かい？
おトイレに。
なんでここまで我慢を？
I'm waiting for it. Ka-chunk in the back of the head.
さっきお兄ちゃんとはぐれちゃって。
そのはぐれたお兄ちゃんに言わなかったのかい？
だってずっとおトイレはどこも使えなくて、あとおトイレ以外のところでしたって。お兄ちゃんに思われたくなかったから。
献身的な妹。そうだこれだ。
Kizami's just so weird. But he's not gonna be devoted to you, though. She's devoted to already his brother.
自分より弱い存在守ってあげなきゃ。これだよ。
どうかしたんですか？
Something wrong, Kizami? Yeah, I'm crazy. Yeah, that's all I got. I'm crazy. And it's because I have no regard for human life. Well, bonk in the back of the head.
この俺が哀れと感じたこのことならまだ未来はあるんじゃ。
There could be, but if you kill her, then what's gonna happen? And now she doesn't think of you as a brother. I mean, you could have taken care of her, you could have gotten better, but you let your old side escape a little bit, okay?
そうだ。哀れむ感情があるならまだ罪を許される要素があるはずだ。
Of course there is. Don't tie her up, though. She's not gonna want to know you if you do that.
この子と暮らせれば。
I wonder if it's because, like, maybe he's trying to get better, but the darkening is, like, making him worse.
そうするか。俺と暮らすか。
Well, you just came on a little too strong there, I think. She's like, that's weird.
私やっぱり一人でお兄ちゃん。
Kizami, oh. You just weirded her out too quickly.
一人でどうしてようやく見つけたのにどうしてこいつも俺から離れていくんだ。
This was the catalyst that caused him to tie her up? Okay. Which happens in the original Corpse Party too. He chases her.
ラビットラン。ダメだ。一緒に行こう。
Kugunk. Yeah, I was waiting for that. I was just trying to time it at the right time, okay? Kizami, you're doing a good job so far. That's true love. I want a little sister. Oh, she's trying to run away from me. I'm gonna knock her unconscious. You found yourself. You found yourself. That's true love. What's so funny, Kizami? And here we are. I'd been screaming and crying so much that my throat was now bone dry. I couldn't manage any more than a whimper. My throat was actually in a lot of pain. It burned like someone had cut it wide open. Deep breathing. Like the meme of the fat cat. Heavy breathing. Kizami had raised the knife as if he were about to kill me, but for some reason he just froze like that. And all I could do was lie there struggling to breathe. Aside from his heavy panting, I could only hear the sound of my own chattering teeth. Because a lot was going on in his mind at that time. He had a flashback, he thought about when he met you, and all this crazy stuff came back to him, and that's why he's just standing there. Wow, that's really, what a sad thought that is, even if it's just one last time. She's really clinging on to life, you know, just for a temporary moment to see Satoshi. I breathed in as deeply as I could, then mustered every last bit of strength I had. I wanted to call out with all my might. I wanted to call for help. But she couldn't. No good. The sentiment was there, but the words couldn't possibly have been heard by anyone else, except the person I didn't want to hear them. Well, I'm sorry. Satoshi Oni-chan is probably really far away. I think you need to call louder than that, especially if the door's shut. My strained scream seemed to snap Kizami out of his trance. He brought the tip of his knife down onto my cheek, but didn't break the skin. Oops, I keep on cutting the voice acting off today. I'm really bad with that. He was looking down at me with blank, empty eyes. It was like he'd just woken up from a really long dream. I was absolutely certain about that, but Oni-chan's already here. Kizami's here. He's your new Oni-chan. He may not have found me yet, but I knew he was looking. He was worried and looking all over for me. It was only a matter of time. Big brother is my prince after all, and the prince always comes to rescue his princess. Are you sure about that? He's not your Mario, okay? Yuka, maybe you should just, at this point, I think if you just called him your big brother and stayed with him, you'd have a higher chance of living, and then when you saw Satoshi, you could just make a run for it. My struggle to get out of the words came to an abrupt end as Kizami's hand pressed down hard on my face, covering my nose and mouth and suffocating me. You should lick his hand. Lick his hand. That's what I do all the time. If someone puts their hand on my mouth, I just lick it, and they go, ew! For all the pain and fear I was feeling, I knew I had a chance to fight back, so I opened my mouth, and I bit down hard on his palm. Holy shit, that's pretty badass. I must have bitten even harder than I thought. I could taste his blood. It was warm and minerally, and slid down my parched throat, easing a little bit of the pain and dryness. Minerally? I'm gonna use that as... that's pretty good. I just kept shouting. I didn't care if these were the last words I ever said. I had no regrets. I just wanted to cry out. Oni-chan jinx! Oh, she didn't say it that time. Damn it! That's good. Chapter 6 has now become a screaming competition between the two. What? It all happened in an instant. Kizami just grabbed his head in both hands and let out a cry of pain that didn't even sound human. It's good, Kizami. He's trying to come out.
しかったのか。
You did. A long time ago you said you wanted one.
俺は
But you were just as creepy then as you are now, so.
欲しかったんだ。俺より弱い存在。そうだ。俺を必要とする存在。妹という存在を本当に欲していたのか。
Maybe you just wanted someone to validate your own existence.
そうだ。妹がいれば俺は変われた。
I don't think so. Okay. You just revert back to your old ways.
痛い。
Maybe you would change for a little bit, but. He grabbed his head again and began stumbling around. He looked like he was in real pain. There were even tears in his eyes.
くそくそ。何を気づかせたい。今さら俺に理由などいらない。ここに来てからの俺は俺だけのために全てを踏みつけてきた。それは誇りですらある。
Yeah, but is that really a good thing? But he doesn't care. He doesn't care.
頭痛いの。Yuka の
There you go, Yuka. You're starting to learn how to be a hostage.
入ってます。
Good job.
出して飲んでいい。
Aw, you're sweet, you. Well, actually, she's probably just really terrified and wants to do something. You did it. Keep on doing whatever you're doing, Yuka. Keep on doing it. Yeah, I knew he was gonna die. I knew it. Yes. Although then again, maybe like he was actually on the verge of changing, so it kind of sucks that he gets killed here. Are you sure you would have been? But there's some sort of weird DNA genetic thing that's making you not care about human life. It's kind of a big condition, alright? I don't think that even if you were an older brother, you would have been like him. Yeah, now Yuka's like, ah, shit, I'll take Kizami over you any day. No, not you. You got a big giant hammer, and it looks like you're gonna just strike me right in the stomach. He fell to his knees and just stayed like that, not moving. Maybe not even breathing. Uh-oh. Yoshikazu, or Sachiko, maybe she'll take pity on Yuka. Yeah, I would take Kizami over Yoshikazu. I'm sorry. After another unnerving yell, the huge man with the hammer just stood there staring at me. He has blood splatter all over him, and he's screaming, "You should offer your medicine to him." Hello there, mister. Do you want some headache medicine? It'll make you feel better. He's gonna eat it, and then all of a sudden he won't be under Sachiko's control anymore. He's like, oh my god, this headache medicine, it's amazing. Holy shit, I gotta go kill Sachiko. Somehow, though, I got the impression he wasn't going to attack me. And I guess he can't really kill Sachiko. She's kind of like a ghost in the afterlife, but he's also dead, too. Or, well, maybe he's not dead. Well, yeah, he's dead, but and she's controlling him, but at the same time, like, he didn't really... He didn't die, did he? He just, like, disappeared. And Sachiko, like, took him with her. Or did they find a corpse? God, I forget. I forget. Please tell me, people that know this story very well, like through and through. He reached one hand toward me slowly and gently. Though it may have been a little too slowly, he moved like a zombie, as if I were watching a TV show in slow motion. Offer the medicine! It'll save your life. He's in pain, obviously. It almost seemed like he was afraid of me, but I was just a little girl tied to a table. What could he possibly think I'd do to him? He didn't answer. I wasn't even sure he'd heard the question. He wasn't looking at me. He was looking past me. Oh, jeez. Uh-oh. Why, Sachiko? What, you don't want to play with Yuka? No, what? His mournful yet echoed through the room. Oh, you should have given him the medicine. There, that's a scream. He missed? There wasn't a red flash, because when there's a red flash, you know, shit got real. Mari's legs suddenly went slack. I felt like I can move them now. Did Kizami stand up and save you, or something? Slowly I opened my eyes and confirmed that this enormous man had just smashed apart the dry knots that were holding his hands and feet in place. I wonder if she looked at Yuka and it, like, reminded him of the children that died or something, and then he was like, ah, and some part of him, like, snapped out of it. Because it looked like he was really struggling. I knew I didn't have much time. I tried my hardest to wake up my sleeping hands and feet and shake the broken, splintered ropes from my wrist and ankles. He doesn't want to. This is the most unhappy I've ever seen Yoshikazu. He really looks like he doesn't want to do it. Run for the door or consider other options. Well, that's a perfect time to save the game. Okay, anyways, guys, I'm going to end the episode here. In the next episode, we're going to make this decision of running for the door, consider the other options, and we're going to try to escape from Yoshikazu. This chapter doesn't seem like it's going to be that long. There's not any, like, real exploration. I hear there's just some decision-making, so I'm not too sure how far I am in it, but, maybe I'll finish it in the next part. Maybe I'll make this just a two-parter, but, yeah, if not, I'll probably have to make it 3 parts. But, I hope you guys enjoyed. We're going to definitely make some intense progress, because the next episode, we're going to start running. We're just gonna hit the ground running. That's the saying. Start running. We're gonna start running. Da, 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 da. We're gonna hit the ground running. Yeah, I'm genius. Great. Well, like I said, hope you enjoyed. Thank you very much for watching. Remember, liking and sharing helps me out immensely as a small YouTuber. And I'll see you in the next video. As always, guys, peace.